Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Guess who's back on YouTube after like a year or so. I can officially say it's been since last year since I last uploaded, but I'm back and I've got a really nice random recipe for you guys today. This is chip chaat, so it's basically inspired by chips, you know, like french fries chips, the ones that we eat. So yeah, it's a fairly new recipe. I'm not sure whether anyone's kind of done this before, but this is my take on it anyway. So if you guys want to know how to make this really nice chaat, then please keep watching. So the first thing you'll need is potatoes. So I've diced these into quarters, and these are 4 fairly medium-sized potatoes. Obviously if your potatoes are larger, then you probably only need 3, but I've boiled these before, so they're already cooked. You'll also need some dry coriander. So this is just ground coriander, which you can get, it's just a normal spice which you can get from anywhere. Some salt, some red chili flakes. I've cut 3 green chilies, quite large green chilies. 2 small diced red onions. And 1 diced tomato. You'll also need some chaat masala and some oil, as well as place to cook everything on. You need a frying pan. So first things first, you want to put your frying pan on a low heat and then add in a bit of oil, so just enough to cover the pan basically. Yeah, that's about it. And then just spread the oil across. Right, okay, so once your oil has slightly heated, you want to add in the spices. So I'm adding 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, as well as the same amount as red chili flakes, so 1 teaspoon. And then you just want to give that a bit of a stir. This is a really fast recipe, so you don't want anything to be cooking for too long because the potatoes are already cooked and stuff. So the only reason we're kind of cooking this is so the spices like cook slightly, because I know most chaats have raw spices in them, but this is slightly different. We're actually cooking the spices. So now I'm going to add in all of the potato. And you literally just want to mix everything together. Like I said, my potatoes are already cooked before, so we don't really want to cook the potatoes anymore, because we don't want them to be too soft, because it's important to have like chaat being nice and bulky and chunky. So we're now going to add in some salt. So I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt, and then I'm going to give that a good mix. To be honest, with this recipe, like chili and stuff depends on your own personal preference, especially salt. As with any of my recipes really, salt and chili is to your preference, but like we said, chaat always needs to be really spicy and stuff, so that's why I'm gonna add this amount of spices. Right, so now I'm going to add in some chaat masala. So any sort of chaat masala that you have will do. So I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of chaat masala. You might find that after you've tasted it, you might need a bit more, so that's perfectly fine. Just go ahead. And then I'm going to add in all of the rest of my ingredients. So I'm going to add in the green chilies, as well as the onions and the tomatoes as well. So as you can see, everything is quite chunky chopped, because like I said, you want it to be really crunchy. So don't cook these for too long, because obviously the longer you cook onion, the more soft it gets, and the same with tomato. So just give it a nice mix. Okay, so now that we've mixed everything, I've taken it off the heat. As you can see, everything is still nice and crunchy, and the potatoes are still fairly like intact, they're not too squashy. And now I'm going to go ahead and add some lemon juice. You need quite a lot of lemon juice because we want it to be quite tangy. So sprinkle that in and give that a good mix. Right, so once you've added all the lemon juice and given it a mix, make sure you don't mix it too much. It should look like this, and that's when you know this part, like the mixture, like the main body of your chaat is done. So now we're going to go ahead and garnish it. So I'm going to show you guys the ingredients that we need for garnishing. So for the garnishing, you're going to need some Doritos or plain tortilla chips. These are the blue original flavor of Doritos. You're also going to need some fresh coriander, as well as a dip or like a sauce of your choice. It can be ketchup, it can be something spicy, it can be something sweet. I'm using this chili and garlic sauce. And then you're going to need the main ingredient, which is chips. You literally only need a handful, and these are fried chips, so I've deep fried these in oil. You can also use like fries instead, french fries instead if you wanted to, but I'm going to stick to chips. And you're also going to need some yogurt. So first things first, you want to just break these Doritos in a bowl just with your hands, as kind of small as you can get them. So once you've broken them, they should be this size, and according to my mother that means cornflake size. So yeah, they actually do look like cornflakes. So I've got my chaat in a plate, and now I'm going to just go ahead and start adding all of the stuff for garnishing. So firstly I'm going to add the crisps. This just gives everything a really nice crunch. And unfortunately in the UK you can't really find like what's those little small things that normally be in like Papri Chaat. They look like Bombay mix. I bet you probably know what I'm talking about. You know those little long crunchy things. You can't find plain ones, especially for chaat, so you just have to make do with stuff. So then you want to go ahead and add in the green coriander on top of that. My mouth is watering behind the screen. And then just add the chips on top. So I'm just going to break them in half and put them on top because these are quite big chips. But if you've got like smaller chips then or french fries, then you don't really need to break them. You just need to just add them on top. So like I said, I only fried a handful of chips, and I think that's more than enough, to be honest. It would have taken over the whole chaat, but it's called chip chaat, so we want to see the chips at the top. So yeah, so once you've added that, just go ahead and start adding the yogurt and the sauce. So first of all, I'm going to start by adding the yogurt, so just drizzle it across like a chef. The more runnier your yogurt, the better it is, really. So now I'm just going to drizzle across my sauce. This is chili and garlic sauce, like I showed you guys before. It's totally up to you. I mean, you could stop at just the yogurt, or you could have ketchup if you think the chaat mixture is already too spicy for you. Just add whatever you feel like adding. You can add more, you can add less, you can add 5 sauces, you can add 10 sauces. But yeah, that's it, to be honest. That's the chaat all done and dusted with. So once you finished making the chaat, it should look like this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this dish. It was really random, and don't feel the need to like follow everything precisely. Like certain things you could just make up as you go along. Just substitute anything that you want to substitute. But yeah, that's the chip chaat. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, then please don't forget to subscribe. I'm so sorry I haven't been like uploading regularly. The last time I uploaded, I don't know, was before the new year. So I'm making a promise that I will try and upload at least once a week. I'm saying that with a hand on my heart because it's a bit difficult, but I will try to upload at least once a week, and if you're lucky you might get like bonus videos throughout the week. So yeah, stay tuned, and thanks for all the support. Bye. It doesn't really matter if they're big, if they're small, but we need them quite small. No, we need them smaller than that, please. Right, okay, so once you've broken them, they should be looking like this size. You know what, guys? There's 2 people on the left and the right breathing down my throat. I feel so nervous. Mom, she's she's whispering in my ear. I mean, you could use cornflakes as well, but yeah, I bet that would taste disgusting. So yeah, that's how they should look. So that's all of the yogurt. Excuse the commentary, it's my mom. She's literally standing 1 centimeter away from me. Actually, I'm not sure whether you heard or not. Oh, let me just start recording.